I don't want to use.
Are you scared Dad's gonna get out the belt?
I think he thinks like I am. He's just not going to waste the good material on the
Best
pre-show
improv
portion.
show warm-up. Sit down and shut up.
Shut up.
I don't want to hear anybody being funny.
Don't make me pull over this station wagon of comedy and return it to where we came.
Is
a
theater
rental.
somehow entertaining to you?
Tonight on 2x2x2, 6 narcissists learn how to take turns.
I won this show.
I to this show.
I 3 this show.
I fought it.
I 5'd it.
There's a show?
I don't care what the count was.
How could we not?
That's
be
a double
doing theater-
triple.
I just realized, how could we not be doing theater sports right now? We have to be doing a show that involves voting.
Oh, yeah.
We have to be doing a show that involves voting.
Why
As
is
long
that?
as we throw out the results.
Exactly
Recount.
right. We have to have the will of the people be expressed so that we can totally ignore it and subvert it.
I want to be angry and not believe in the process and have a recount and have an attorney.
This is not how you do improv. Are you crazy?
Invite the ref over for a private meeting.
I'm going to have a press conference in the parking lot of the funeral home across from the theater.
Like they're just making it up as they go along. There's no real rehearsal or no planning. It's a sham.
That principle of yes and is just not a viable principle.
This is not theater, and I am not seeing performances. These people are just there.
Can I say I'm really disappointed that no one got to say I ate the show.
You just did.
I was a kid. That was
Oh,
my
You
favorite
just
show.
did.
That was before Booby.
Jen
What?
ate the show.
Jen ate the show. Yum, yum, yum.
It really isn't. The show is not as satisfying as a worm. I mean, in my neighborhood, it was a worm.
What?
I want a worm.
Mm-hmm. Do a worm.
You know, I'm trying too hard to pull something positive out of this experience, but when the pandemic is over, I'm really going to miss the ability to just go get something from the fridge. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really hope the pandemic is over. I want people to be back to living their lives and be healthy and out of danger and economically sound. I'm not going back. Just so you
Yep.
know,
You're
I'm
gonna stay there in your
staying-
home office.
I'm staying right here in this chair, cloistered, only meeting people on Zoom. I'm very happy, thank you.
You
I'm
don't like spending a third of your life in an American Airlines seat?
Yes, I like sleeping in my bed at night. I like being in a house with my family. I like being near my fridge,
I'll go on
my
stage
dogs.
only with a fanny pack. So I can have everything.
Well, Kat, I want you to know that even if you have to travel, I'm here to make sure that someone snoring is keeping Michael awake.
Aw.
Ah,
Aw.
And folks, we are just less than 1 minute away from the beginning of a 2x2x2 performance by the Mop and Bucket Company, 2 improvisers at a time doing scenes of indeterminate length based on, sorry folks, but this particular night, no suggestions whatsoever. They're just going to start cold. However, as you are watching, loyal viewers, if something strikes you as interesting or there is something you'd like to see elaborated upon, please put it into the chat and I will try to relay it through our Zoom chat to the players in the scenes. So, for example, you might say, I want to hear more about those cookies. And I would copy and paste that from the YouTube chat into the Zoom chat. There's a delay involved, so you never know how that's going to work out, but we'll try it. What the heck? Why not? It is now 8 o'clock p.m. 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time in the US of A. And this is live.mopco.org, which means, of course, that it's time for 2 by 2 by 2. Are you ready, Mopco?
Ready.
Excellent.
Hermans.
I say we go. Welcome, everybody. We are the Mop and Bucket Company. This is Friday night. It's 2 by 2 by 2. We're absolutely delighted that you are here. We're even more delighted that we are here. We made it through another week in the endless year of 2020 and the wonderful time of COVID. We're going to start right off with Kat Koppa telling us who our first two improvisers to do a scene are tonight. Kat Koppa.
Yeah. Let's see. Our first two improvisers to do a scene tonight are number 1 and number 5.
This is it. Fixes it.
That's amazing. All right.
Look, he was old. He was old, and when your number's up, your number's up. So it's okay to be sad, but also it might be time to think about another dog. That's all.
Like today? Get another one today?
No, I mean, you don't want to get a dog so soon that it smells the other dog buried in the yard and digs it up. That's my grandmother used to say that was bad luck.
Wait, that could happen?
Well, dogs like to dig stuff up.
Well, that'd be cool. Could we do that? Could we get another dog and have him find Scruffy and dig him up?
Sammy,
Please.
Sammy, that's just really disgusting.
No, it's not. It's natural. And you said that death is a natural thing, and I want to see what Scruffy looks like. You buried him while I was sleeping, and I didn't get to say goodbye.
Sammy, as one of the few families on this block that doesn't have normal human emotions, it's important that we put on appearances. And that just wouldn't do. It's good to talk about getting another dog, and I think we should talk about it. But we should wait at least 3 days to look like we're grieving, like other people on the street do.
So we're supposed to look sad now?
Look,
Not curious, just sad.
well, you're in the right age range where you could look a little curious. It's okay to be a little fascinated by death.
Mm-hmm.
But no, not like that.
No,
That's
no.
like, because when I did that, when I went like, and saw the car accident, and I went like, whoa, death, people would not look me in the eye.
Oh,
for
this
like
is
a
so
week or
hard.
two.
I don't get these species. I do not.
No.
I don't get them. They're so complicated.
Oh, I mean, the dog I got.
No, the dog was fun. The dog was warm and you know, entertaining and just unconditionally accepting.
And you knew what would get him excited.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah.
have like food,
Yeah.
something he could eat, something he could hump, sleeping,
Yep.
something he could kill. Because for some reason it was acceptable for the lower life form to run around and be fascinated by death openly.
Yeah, what's that about? How come Scruffy could do it, but when we do it, everybody gets upset?
Well, anything. What my grandmother really said, one of her adages was, anything that evolves from primates is just crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We should have gone to Venus. We should have gone to Venus. This
Wow.
was a shit. This is a shit fucking
But
station.
we're here. This is where we are.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm supposed to be sad for 3 days.
Yes.
And then happy to have a replacement.
Yes.
Okay.
You are, as I've tell people, my daughter.
Mhm.
My daughter unit,
Mhm.
and she is age 7 through 9. I tell people.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
are, and being that you are age 7 through 9, you can still have a healthy bit of fascination and also be able to jump and drop something and move on. Now, as an adult, in the case of a dog, I'm allowed to do that too, because I'm allowed to be a little bit ambivalent to the value of a creature's life if it's not another primate.
It's too complicated.
I know,
It's
I
just
know,
I can't keep
I
it
know.
all straight.
Well, have you seen
There-
how they do their elections?
Oh my God. I can't. I can't watch it.
No, it's just it's crazy.
They're angry, they're happy, they're enthusiastic, they're participating, they're not participating, they're sort of participating, but
Venus. All you have at Venus is a few sentient rocks. They roll around. They don't judge you. Except for that time I decided that I was going to practice geology. That sucked. That's why we can't go back.
well, you want to put in for a transfer someplace else?
Frankly, I kind of feel like these humans are on the verge of an extinction level event,
That's true.
and they have it coming, and I want to see it.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Front row.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very, very much. I think one way that this sort of delayed chat situation might work, Jen and Walt, can we just hear a little bit more about We Should Have Gone to Venus? Just a little more. Can you do that for us?
I remember the Glopnar salad days
Mm,
on Venus.
yeah.
Oh, that's where I met your mother. Well, your fake mother. We grew you.
No,
In
I
a
know.
tube.
I know what you're talking
But
about.
you know what I
I know what
mean.
you're talking about.
We called the machine mother.
Mm,
It also made really good coffee.
yeah.
Really good.
What else? What else did they have on Venus? That was-
They had these the rocks. The big
Yeah,
rocks. They
yeah,
roll,
yeah.
and they would sing if the wind was right.
The rocks?
Yes.
Ooh, what did
Yeah.
they sound like?
Basically, if you took dubstep and you took out all the harsh beats, that's what rocks sound like when they sing.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. That was just absolutely delightful. Okay. So, Kat Coppett, can you come back? There she is. What are?
I'm fixing it, but I'm not. It's all a
No,
very
we totally trust you.
scientific process.
We completely believe that.
The next two numbers are number 2 and what does that number say? Number 6.
Great. I don't remember what number I am.
I'm number 6.
Well, there you go.
Staying.
And who's number 2?
Oh, I think that's you.
Is that me?
You seem to have a number 2 after your name.
So I do.
You look worried.
Well, I am worried. I was just reading about the locusts.
Don't worry, they only eat plants.
Yeah.
You're safe.
Well, we're not safe because plants are essentially the basis of everything we eat, even if we're not vegetarians, which we are not. We're omnivores. But what do you think that the animals that we eat?
Well, we'll just have some plants shipped in.
Have some plants shipped in from.
No, Mexico.
Mexican plants.
Sure. Everybody's always so extremist, honey. I'm sure it will be fine. The locusts will come in. It'll be loud. It'll be dark for a few days. But
Yeah.
everybody, if it's all hyperbolic, it's a swarm of locusts. We've been through much worse. Locusts have come and gone
As
before.
if I can quote the paper here, of biblical proportions, bearing down upon our small town with frightening intensity, leaving
Yeah.
behind a scorched earth.
The media just makes it sound worse than it is because they want to sell papers.
My cousin Jeff is over in Baldwinsville.
Yeah.
There's nothing left.
Have you been there? I mean,
No,
that's
but-
what they say.
Well, he showed pictures on Facebook. He said,
They doctor those pictures. It's Facebook. You can't believe what you read on other people's threads on Facebook. Look outside your window. It's fine out there. I don't even believe the locusts are going to come here.
This is my cousin. This is my cousin Jeff, and it's just over in Baldwinsville. And he said, and I talked to him afterwards, and he said it's like there's nothing left.
And he was still talking, right? He was still standing. He was fine.
He hid in a basement for 2.5 days.
He's a little reactive. Don't you remember that time he was here for Thanksgiving dinner? And he had that whole thing with the shellfish.
Yes, because he's allergic to shellfish.
So he says.
Do you think any threat is real?
Oh, well, sure.
Name one.
Well, I mean, the liberals are going to get it.
Not political. No, not a political threat. I want to hear you name one physical world threat that's real.
Okay, well, if we took our sailboat too fast, too far, we would fall right off the edge. But we just wouldn't do that, so I'm not really that worried.
Well, Linda, where did you go?
What?
Where did you go? We met in college. You had a mind.
I don't understand what you're saying, Jerry. Are you saying that because I have evolved and educated myself, that you are no longer interested in me, that you wanted me to stay the same provincial, uneducated, small town hick who is unaware of what is going on in the outside world and how we've been manipulated all of this
You went to
time?
Columbia. What are you talking about? Small town, uneducated. What?
That's what I'm saying. You wanted me to stay the way I was back then before I took the blue pill or the red pill, whichever pill it is.
I think red. I'm pretty sure it's red.
Well, then you should understand.
Let me tell you just a little bit more about Cousin Jeff, if I may.
You know what? Fine, but I just want you to
Melinda?
realize that you are choosing your cousin Jeff and his word and his experiences over the word and experiences of your beloved wife.
I am not choosing anybody over anything. My cousin Jeff was ordained a Methodist minister. He's worked his entire life to spread healing. He's staffed.
Right, and so the biblical proportion locus, and all of a sudden he's going to be like, he's invested.
He's a veteran. He served his country. He lost his left leg from the knee down. He then came home and overcame that obstacle, started his own small company using absolutely no government funds whatsoever. And
I like your cousin Jeff.
he likes you.
I just don't understand why he can't see clearly.
He's going to have to move in with us for a while because the locusts have eaten everything, including his car.
Well, I would be happy to have Jeff come stay with us.
And Consuela, his wife.
They ate his car?
Yeah. He got into this whole thing about vegetable materials with cars, a greener car. They didn't eat the whole car, but they ate basically the motor and transmission are still there in the frame, but like the car part that you would identify as a car was all vegetable matter and it's gone. It's like a shell. It's as though it's like, you've seen pictures of cars that were burned out.
It's terrible.
The locusts ate it all. The locusts that are on their way here that are due tonight before midnight. Those locusts.
Well, then I'm glad we have an old-fashioned gas guzzler, and I think maybe we should sit down to a nice steak dinner and count our blessings. You look worried.
A little bit. Nothing important. Did you thaw some steaks?
Of course. I'll pull out another one, and we'll let Jeff know that there's always an extra couple of chairs at the dining room table.
Good. I'm going to make sure that the car is full of gas, honey. I'll be back.
Make sure it's not ethanol.
Don't worry. I really will be back. Oh, God.
Liberals.
We don't do political theater at the Mop and Bucket Company, at the Mopco Improv Theater. There was nothing political about that particular two-person scene whatsoever.
Yeah.
Cat Cobbett, who's the next pair?
Oh, yes. Well, the next pair would have to be number 4 and number 3.
Yes, it would. Number 4 and number 3. And let's just see if there's anything I can. You are welcome, Nishit. I appreciate your input. And I think they can just start cold. That's fine. Number 3 and number 4.
I'm cold.
You're cold still?
I'm cold. I put on a sweater and I'm cold.
I'm old.
Well, a sweater can't fix that.
Yeah, I know. I think my best days of my life were in high school.
Can't we just turn up the thermostat and talk about high school?
Fine, turn it up. I'll turn it up. Hang on.
Thank you. Just because you think the best days are behind you doesn't mean that we can't be comfortable now.
I know. We only got so much money.
And what better way to do that than to spend it on your own personal comfort? They're not going to bury you with it like a pharaoh, Chuck.
Look, Jerry, when I was in high school, people listened to what I had to say. They cared about what I had to say about everything. They wanted to be with me in a room, and they thought I hung the moon. Now
they know better. I get cranky when I'm cold. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I just want to be significant again. That's all.
Well, Charles, I would like to hang off of your every word, but I've known you too long and you've talked too much.
He talked too much.
Fine. I won't say anything after this.
Most crackers have Ebola.
Wow. What are you saying?
I read in the paper this morning that a significant number of crackers have Ebola.
E. coli, not Ebola.
Oh no, the one from Africa, Ebola. It's that one, not E. coli.
That's Ebola.
Now you're doing musical terms. Will you just pay attention?
No, that's a coda.
No. Those are those bubbly things that you drink.
That's a soda.
No, that's the character from Star Wars.
That's Yoda. I'm feeling warmer now.
I know, it's the Ebola. It's getting a little warm in here. I'm going to turn the heat down.
No.
All right. Obviously, I'm significant enough because I'm controlling the heat. So that does give me a little validation.
Really got to learn how to read a contract before I sign it. You know, this cracker is much louder inside my head.
Most things are.
Also, a cracker and a glass of water isn't enough for a dinner. Can't we spend money on some more food?
When I was in high school, I hardly ate anything.
Great God in heaven.
Is it really a great God in heaven?
You don't think God is great?
Eh. Why do bad things happen to good people?
You can't expect me to be philosophical if you're going to make me cold.
Well, you should still be warm.
Well, then let's see if we can take this apart. Why do bad things happen to good people? Well, why save all the bad things for the bad people?
Oh, so you think it's some kind of equitable distribution of bad luck?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of dicky.
Well, what do I know? Luck sprinkles.
Ooh, luck sprinkles, like the stuff that you put on ice cream.
Like, those are sprinkles.
Yeah.
Oh, Chuck, I wonder what's on TV instead of just listening to us talk. I mean, that's going to be the most boring thing in the world for anyone to watch.
You make old man faces.
Maybe if you paid for cable.
Ooh, no. I bet high school was awesome for you.
High school, I couldn't get out of that town quick enough.
Oh, why? Weren't you popular?
Because unlike you, I didn't peak when I was 17.
Ooh,
These are my best years.
it shows.
Thank you.
That was sarcasm.
I shall take it in a complimentary tone in which I'm sure it was intended.
Is that the sound inside your head? I just heard that theme from Good, the Bad, and the Ugly when you did that squint at me. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah.
He died. He died this year.
Who died?
Ennio Morricone.
Oh, I thought you said Clint Eastwood died.
No, he's still alive.
Yeah. Remember when he
Why
did
give
that?
him the credit? The other guy was the one who wrote it. He wrote it. He wrote it.
Well, yeah. Sounds like he peaked a long time ago.
He only won his first Oscar maybe 5 years ago.
Oh. Who, Clint Eastwood?
Ennio Morricone.
Oh. Isn't that kind of pasta? I love that. Wow, wow, wow. Are you warm yet? Do you hear that, or is that coming from inside my head? Turn the thermostat a little more for you.
Well, let's relive your prom.
Michael, are you here?
Am I here?
Yes.
I was just caught up in the moment.
Yeah. All right. Okay. It's round 2. Yes.
Yes, it is.
All right. So everybody's back in the hat. It's number 2 and number
Three.
number 1. Number 2.
Number 2
Number 1.
and number 1. That would be Jen and myself. And
Yeah, like a miracle.
You are.
all right, I'm fully present.
Right. Whenever you're ready to start, you can tell
Yeah.
me how you've been feeling this week.
Tell you how that's how we start. We don't like do anything or like a cleansing breath or anything, like nothing. Okay, I'm
Would-
overthinking.
Would you
I'm
like to do a cleansing breath?
No.
Okay.
I was actually weirded out by that prospect, but it just sort of stuck in my head.
Why did you find that weird? Why is that a weird?
I'm not your cleansing breath kind of guy. You know what I mean? I'm just not.
Oh, what
Right.
what is a cleansing breath kind of guy?
Okay, what's the name of those sandals? Those Birkenstock sandals with socks? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not me. I mean, I know I've got a beard and glasses, and you could mistake me for, no, but no.
So no cleansing breath, no Birkenstocks.
No.
How would you feel if I told you that I actually did mistake you for that kind of guy when you first walked in here for the first time?
Well, I don't know. I guess I don't feel much of anything when you say that.
Really? You seem to be getting further away from me.
Am I?
Your shoulders went up a little bit.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Ooh,
You know,
okay.
I'm relaxed. I'm very relaxed. See, the thing is that I'm relaxed.
Do you know somebody who is that kind of guy?
What kind of guy?
All right, why don't we start over?
Okay.
So why don't you tell me how you've been feeling this week?
Should I walk in from the?
Fine.
It's okay here.
Good.
What did you ask?
How have you been feeling this week?
Feeling this week pretty good. I've been great. Good, fine, great. Yeah, great, great.
Great. Great is
Yeah.
great is very superlative. What happened that made you feel great?
Stupendous, great. Well, hey, I made it through, right? On Friday, made it through another one. Tick, there we go.
Did you
Well,
find
good.
it difficult to make it through the week?
Did I imply that?
Um, I think so.
You're not going to make me talk about my mother.
No, who said anything about your mother?
Nobody.
No. Did you see your mother this week?
How did you know that?
That's my job.
Yeah, I saw Mom.
Uh, and was that great?
92 years old and still in there with that sharp sense of humor and mind of hers is just razor sharp.
Hmm. 5 razors, razor, 4 razors. Hmm.
Throw on a fifth. Fine, razor.
And did that feel great?
Seeing Mom?
And her razor sharp wit?
No, that wasn't great because I don't. No, it was great. It was great. I just don't like it. I just don't like seeing Mom
Okay.
much these days because. Okay, so here's the thing. I am a busy and responsible and successful man who has to answer to a lot of different people. And sometimes Mom doesn't fully realize that that is the case. And she asks me to sort of deliver beyond what I think is really necessary in terms of a man my age, a middle-aged man with his mother. I don't think I should be her sole source of, not only financial. I can handle that. I can handle that. And she brought me up. That's only fair.
So how does that make you feel?
Feel?
Oh my God, just say it. You have been sitting here week after week after week telling me how great everything is, and then when you describe it, it's shit. I'm sorry. Maybe I need a deep cleansing breath.
Well, now that you mention it, a lot of it's shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's shit. It's really shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what it is?
What?
It's shit. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Mom is shit, and my boss is shit, and my stinking little nephew Ernie is shit.
Total
My
shit.
next door neighbor is shit. I drive a shit car and I live in a shit house. And I think I'm probably homosexual. And that's very disturbing because I'm married.
Scene.
Thank you.
Not that there's anything wrong with that,
There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
but it's a little bit of a complication if you are married
Yeah,
to someone of the opposite sex.
that's correct.
That's right. Yeah. So next we have number 5 and number 3. Number 5 and number 3.
There they are.
My last therapist stalked me.
You
And why don't we start a new scene? Name 2 players.
that was going so well.
That was great. That was enjoyable. We'll give you a second scene since you still have some time on the clock.
Okay.
Oh. Well, I have to say, it was worth the wait to come over and see how the place looked after you finished fixing it all up.
Thank you.
Are those Hummels?
Mhm.
Wow, those are wild. Like little kids with umbrellas, and
Mhm.
you like a lot of that antique stuff.
Yeah, it just brings me back to when I grew up in a house where I had nothing I could touch.
That sounds rough.
It wasn't rough. If I wanted to play rough, I went outside. We had a treehouse outside, and we had a rope swing outside, and a swing set, and a sandbox, and yeah, no, it's all about. There's a place for everything, and everything in its place, Or go to my room, plenty to touch there.
Wow. I mean, it sounds like you had a lot of fun and freedom if the weather was nice.
Every place, right? Or you could go to the basement.
The basement?
The basement, yeah, where all the sports equipment is. Would you like to go to my basement?
Sure. I mean, I haven't got the whole tour the place. I was just enjoying.
Sure, come on, let's go down the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you were that into sports.
Yeah, let me just stand aside, let you lead the way.
Oh, all right. What team is that? I don't even recognize the logo. It's like a fish.
That's the Montreal Expos. They're no longer a team.
Oh, I don't know a lot about sports.
Mm.
I don't even know what half this stuff is.
Mm-hmm. This is a batting cage, and
Oh,
here I have some of my Pilates equipment.
oh, neat.
Mm-hmm.
What is the chain for?
That's just in case something needs pulling.
Oh, oh, all right. And the tongs?
Well, that's part of the electric indoor barbecue right here.
Oh, cool! Wow, it's pretty. It's a big, long one. It's like 6 feet long and about 2 feet wide.
Yeah, well, it's because if you want to have an entire rack of ribs
Mm,
or, half of a lamb during Easter, you
That's
don't
hard.
want to get the whole kitchen all messed up. You have it down here in the basement where everything wipes clean, keeps
What?
all the spatters off the Hummel figurines.
yeah, and you got the hooks hanging from the ceiling, those big meat hooks right over it.
Just
That's
to store
cool.
the large pots and pans and the tongs and the other equipment.
Amazing. That's great. And look at that. It's like on the wall. Looks like you got some kind of prods and whips to get the animals in.
That's to tenderize the meat.
That's fantastic.
What else? Why else would you have that equipment in your basement?
Yeah, you got this other sports stuff. You got the football helmet, and you got the that black leather mask.
It's not a football helmet, it's a batter's helmet. Notice the one thing, because you want to make sure.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mhm.
pretty cool.
And then if you're cooking, that's why the lamb can get really greasy. That's why I've got the leather apron.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the studded collar is probably really good. Why would you have a studded collar?
That's a whole different thing.
Can I go up and look at the little statues of the kids?
Go for it. Slowly up the stairs, please.
The door won't open. The door at the top of the
What do you mean it won't open? Jiggle it. Jiggle the. Let me jiggle this handle. Here, there.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I know we've known each other a long time, but
Mhm.
some of the stuff down there I don't understand, and the door being stuck.
It's culinary equipment, and the house settled after all the renovations. I'm not some kind of weirdo or something.
Oh, I didn't think you. Well, I thought I was gonna die in a sex dungeon.
You like some venison sausage? I killed it myself.
Sure, I would love that.
There you go.
Scene.
Oh, was that? Never mind.
What?
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 Who's next, Cat?
Huh?
I think number 4 and number 6 are the last numbers left. You're gonna have to talk louder if you want me to hear you. I know you don't want anybody else to hear you, but you're still gonna have to speak up. You're gonna have to unmute yourself, as we would say if we were online.
I think there was a ghost in my computer.
Are your parents asleep?
They sleep a lot.
They do?
Yeah.
I feel like my parents never sleep.
Ooh. Are they sick?
Are they sick because they never sleep? I was going to ask if your parents were sick because they always sleep.
I guess they could all be sick.
Well, my parents are sick, but I don't think they're sick.
Sick as in cool? Like cool sick?
No, sick as in like there's something wrong with them. Like they're
Oh.
completely obsessed with vegetables.
Oh my
They're always like,
gosh.
eat your vegetables, eat their vegetables. And I have to tell them, like, vegetables are not always good. Like, if there was a big locust invasion, the vegetables would be the first things to go.
That's true. I hear they eat cars too.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
I'm not so sure about that one.
They also tell me that I shouldn't talk to boys.
Oh, why?
I don't know. They won't tell me why not.
My parents told me not to talk to girls, but
Well, they can't both be right.
they can't. They could both be wrong.
I think so.
You have pretty eyes.
Thanks. You have a cool, strong, aquiline nose.
Yeah. It does its job. Breathe in, breathe out.
I had this kind of sick thought.
A sick thought, like a cool sick? Like, yeah, it's a cool
It's a little crazy, a little cool.
Okay, what's your sick thought?
What if we ran away?
Where will we go?
My old house had a tree house.
Oh, I always wanted to live in a tree.
Yeah, but it was like way, way, way in the back, like in the wooded part.
Right. We wouldn't have to whisper.
We wouldn't have to whisper. And like, it was a cool tree house, but like we didn't go there a lot. It was like way out back in the woods. And I think the people who bought the house, I'm not even sure that they had kids. So I bet we could just live in the tree house if we could find our way back to my old house.
Oh, I've never been more than like 2 blocks away from my house.
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, 2 blocks. My
That's
entire
crazy.
world. I know it's sick.
Not in a good way.
No.
I've been like 2 states away.
What are the 2 states you've been in?
Well, this is Illinois.
Yeah.
I've been in
The one next door?
What's the one next door?
I don't know. Indiana?
Indiana, and then the one after
Th-
that.
Might be Ohio. I hear it's
Yeah,
very
Ohio.
significant. Ohio? Yeah. My parents think
That's where
Ohio
my
is so
first house
important.
is.
I'm sorry, I'm talking.
Because Ohio is where my first house is.
Your first, we have to go over 2 states?
2 states. But there's a really nice tree house there.
Wow. What's your favorite shaped state?
Michigan.
Michigan? I like the square one.
There's
Was it
a lot of square ones.
Colorado,
Colorado.
because there's
Because
big
they
mountains
meet all
there.
in one corner and you can stand at 4 states at this.
I know.
No, I like Michigan because it's like a mitten.
Oh, like a hand, yeah. Then you can like, I live here.
Here's where
and
I
you're
live.
like this here. I live here.
I live
And
here.
there's a big thing of water over here. Yeah. Shapes are fun. Stop it with your eyes. Nope, no blinking allowed. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
Well, you stop it with your nose if I'm going to stop it with my eyes.
It's hard to stop it with my nose.
Well, it's hard to stop with my eyes.
Okay, now you can't see my nose.
Okay, now you can't see my eyes.
Okay. So if we run away, because I like to eat food, we'll have to
Oh.
figure out how do we.
Have a piggy bank.
Oh, piggy bank. Yeah. I've only seen like a nickel and a $5 bill.
You have a very small world.
I do.
Don't you want to have adventures?
I do, but out in the big world, you could get hurt.
Yeah.
But we're not alone.
We wouldn't be alone if we ran away together.
That's right. We can look out for each other and protect each other, have each other's back. I always like that phrase.
Got your
I
back.
got your back.
Got your back.
And when you wake up, you can say, hey, man, you're looking sick today. And that's a good way.
Sick in the good way.
Yeah.
My parents are never asleep. This is like the first 5 minutes I've gotten. It's just like I'm up all day and all night waiting for them to go to sleep so I can have a minute's peace.
What are they doing?
Watching me, talking, arguing, cleaning.
I have no desire to grow up. Sounds like no fun. And all my folks do is they sleep all the time.
Yeah, sleep is stupid.
Oh, but it feels good though. When you wake up and you've had that perfect amount and you feel like everything's fresh and new.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I don't like sleep.
You don't like to sleep? Haven't you ever had like a really good dream?
Yeah.
What was your dream?
Dreaming.
You don't like dreaming?
I don't mind dreaming.
You don't mind dreaming?
Sleep feels like a waste of time, except for the dreaming part.
Oh. That's it.
I dream about my old house and the tree house,
In that treehouse.
playing with my friends without
In
my
Ohio.
parents telling me I shouldn't play with my friends.
Hey, what if you ran away to over at my house where my parents are asleep all the time and we could talk whenever we wanted?
That's probably closer, huh?
A little closer, and there's a fridge.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I learned how to make a peanut butter sandwich, and I can crack an egg sometimes, and I can make it 2 ways. I can make it sunny side up, or I can mix it up, and I think they call it 6 scrambled.
6 scrambled. Okay.
Okay.
Message me your address and I'll come over.
Okay. Have a nice dream.
Okay, I'm not sleepy.
No, I can tell.
Let's just keep talking.
Okay. I had a dream I talked to my grown-up self. Yeah. He was boring.
Yeah, adults are boring.
And see.
Well,
With a little help from Brahms.
Yes.
thank you for that lullaby. That's the end of round 2 of our scenes.
And I think that actually brings us pretty close, pretty darn close to the end of another Friday night Mop and Bucket Company show. And we're very, very grateful to the hundreds of thousands of
All
loyal fans from all across the globe who've taken time out of their busy schedules to jump on here at live.mopco.org to help us explore the inner psyches of a small group of improvisers in and around Schenectady, New York.
I would like to take the moment to thank all the viewers, especially that one crystalline rock formation on Venus. Peace out. Love your music.
Got some great vibrations.
Good, good.
I'd like to thank the Savaritz crackers.
Full of Ebola.
Well, let me thank you. That's one endorsement we're going to lose. Thank you.
Well, I think that the discovery of the Ebola is perhaps one of the most important things that's happened around
Wait,
here.
Ebola, they're like a hat? Like a-
Ebola.
Ebola. It's an unfortunate
Ebola,
product name.
Is that the plural, Ebola?
Yes, it's
Right.
the name
That's
of
a
it.
cola.
E. Cola. I'm gonna
That's polo.
My
Ebola.
favorite.
E. Cola.
Coca Ebola.
Ebola. Cool.
It's going viral. E. Cola.
So, Kat,
Yes.
as you well know, people who are interested in the Mop and Bucket Company can find all sorts of interesting things about us online at, what was the name of that place again?
Mopco.org.
That's right.
MOPCO.org. They should not go to
Never.
mopco.com.
Uh-uh.
Not even if they want cleaning supplies.
Because they're not there.
They are not there. And I'm sure
Mm.
people are wanting cleaning supplies these days, but they
Yeah.
should be back in stock at your local supermarket. So
Yeah,
stock
things
up,
are better in that regard.
stay
Hey,
home,
yeah, really
I
have a
was
fun.
at-
wonderful Thanksgiving in your own space.
Yeah,
I was
do
at
the-
Target and there was a wonderful lady from Long Island. And we're like, where are the cleaning supplies? She says, they should just take a pill. There's no Valium shortage.
there is an outlook on life I can get behind. Never mind the
Interesting.
Clorox, take the Valium and relax. Just
There's
chill out.
no Valium shortage.
That's great.
Not yet.
Well, seriously, folks, it's been a long haul and it's going to be a longer one, but stay home, do the Zoom Thanksgiving, whatever. We're going to be here on Black Friday doing Maestro with a cast that is just so impressive and so wonderful.
Mhm.
And
International.
that's right.
International.
You've never seen a Maestro? Many begin, only one ends. It's a thrilling improv competition. So tomorrow night we're doing a thing tomorrow night. Improvised blockbuster. Yes, we are. So we hope you'll be back. We are the Mop and Bucket Company. You are a unique and wonderful human being whom we adore. So thank you all for